Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is August the 23rd. It is 9:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I just want to make sure I can hear myself. And there we go. All right, welcome, welcome. If this is your first time here, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for me so that YouTube can notify you when I go live. All right, welcome to Sierra Trades. My name is Sierra. Disclaimer, this is not financial advice, and any trade that you take during this live session is at your own risk. Join me Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Sierra, SIERRA underscore trades, TRADES underscore. All right, so I like to start off with my trading prayer. Father God, I thank you for giving me the power and authority to get wealth according to Deuteronomy 8 and 18. Father, you promised you'd make all the works of my hands prosper in Deuteronomy 30 and 9. So thank you, Lord, for all of my trades prospering. Lord, I declare my eyes are anointed to find the perfect trade setups and entries that will always hit my take profit. Because in Isaiah 48 and 17, you promise you teach me how to profit. It is written in Ecclesiastes 11 and 1 that I am to enter foreign trade because you will make me to profit. Therefore, I do not lose any trades. Just like the servant in Matthew 25 and 16 who traded 5 talents and made 5 more, my money will always grow in my trades. In fact, you promised to multiply me 1,000 times according to Deuteronomy 1 and 11. Lord, because I am Abraham's seed, you will certainly make me prosper as you promised in Genesis 32 and 12. According to Proverbs 8 and 18, with me are riches and honor, enduring wealth and prosperity. I stand on Psalms 128 and 2, whereby I will eat the fruit of my trades, and blessings and prosperity shall be mine. Every day is a prosperous trading day for me, despite what the market is doing, because I am aligned with Psalms 25 and 13. Prosperity will always be mine because I submit to God, and I am at peace with him according to Job 22 and 21. I speak to the Forex and cryptocurrency markets and decree and declare come now prosperity as in Psalms 118 and 25. I come against all demonic forces, principalities, spirits, and generational curses of poverty. I declare and decree in accordance with Psalms 30 and 6, in my prosperity I shall never be moved. Isaiah 55 and 11 declares your word does not come back to you void, but it must prosper where you sent it. Therefore, I stand in confidence that this declaration and decree that I have made from my place of authority as a king and priest, according to Revelations 1 and 6, has come to pass. In the name of Jesus, I am a multimillionaire day trader. And my affirmation of today is I am a profitable Forex trader. I am a profitable Forex trader. I am a profitable Forex trader. All right, so let me get TradingView up. I could have sworn I had it up on the computer. Let's let it load. And we are working on a 90-day challenge of consistency and just trading one pair. And the one pair that I chose was GJ due to the volatility. It's not as crazy as indices, but it's not as slow as I can't. GU is slow compared to GJ. GU does have some volatility, but GJ has 10 times more. That is the pair that I chose. And yesterday we saw this price just crossed my trend line. I can delete this alert. By 6 months, it's 6 months free. All right. I entered this trade last night and I had the widest stop loss because I was being impatient. I should have just waited for price to cross this trend line, break and retest. I was being impatient. Price did exactly what I thought it was going to do, come down and fill this imbalance. This is where my entry should have been, right? The whole 62 pips right here that I missed. Let me make sure I got the right entry. 161472, and I'm up 28 pips. All right, so what we are looking for in order for you to be able to get into this position, price barely just broke out of this trend line here. So we want to see price move away from this trend line and come back and retest it. And I'll also be putting a second position once this happens. So now that we have crossed it, now I can set an alert again for when price is coming back near it. So trying to make sure I get on the trend line. There we go. And now we want it to alert us when price is moving back down towards this trend line. And we might just get alerted now. I might have to wait for us to get some movement away to come back and reset that. Is that going to take me to the minute? Okay. All right. So back up here at the monthly, where are we? I'm going to delete this fib. All right. So you can see we're still sitting on this, what was resistance, now support area. And we have 8 days left, 8 days and 8 hours left on this candle. So this candle could become very bullish, it could become very bearish, or it could end up in a doji like it is. So what is today? Tuesday. We're only 2 days into this weekly candle. We have 3 days left. And last week price pushed up, but it did end up in the middle. So still got that indecision. But price is reacting off of this trend line. And so far today looks beautiful. I am just upset at myself. I am going to get better entry. So technically today's candle has already moved 122 points, which confirms my theory that I can catch 100 pips a day on GJ. And I'm not sure if it'll be this evening or tomorrow. We're gonna back test GJ, and I'm gonna figure out when these entries happen to catch these 100 pips, because 100 pips a day, come on. But I mean, even if I just get 50 pips a day on GJ, it can be fine. But price already moved 124 pips. And we did have news this morning for Euro pairs, and I believe GBP pairs also. Yep, at 4:30 a.m. And at 9:45 we have USD news coming up. I'm not sure if PMI is one of those move the whole market news like NFP. So I guess we shall see. So it was a pretty decent news week. So price just barely broke out of this trend line here. And since I'm only 30 pips up and this was a risky entry, I put my stop losses at entry right now. If I get stopped out, I will definitely just be waiting for this break and retest entry. But we know that this buy is coming eventually because we have this flag pattern here, this bullish move, and this is our descending channel, which signifies a reversal. We just don't know when the reversal is going to happen. And I can put my fib on this move. And price came back to the 786, just like I said. Just like I said, I need to listen to myself. The more pips that could have been. So that happened at 3 a.m. I'm going to have to start getting back up for London. It's already up 114 pips right here. So technically TP1 would be 273 pips instead of 210. 210 is cool. And then if you're getting in on the break and retest, it'll be around here somewhere. And TP1 would be 161 pips for you, which is still cool too. I mean, pips caught is pips caught. Look. All right, so today is going to be a short webinar. We've been waiting on this move to happen. Now we're just waiting on a second entry. I just love it. So DJ might just become my new boo. These next 90 days, we're gonna go harder on being consistent, being patient, and waiting for these markups to play out, because clearly if you see it, you just have to wait. I was in drawdown, so before I went to sleep, I moved my stop loss to here, right here, 100 freaking 12 pip stop loss, because I was being impatient. Horrible me. And price did exactly what I wanted it to do. It came right down to this imbalance and then gave us this bullish engulfing. So if you're not in GJ, of course, we are going to wait on a break and retest of this trend line right here. So the way that you trade this pattern, this is a bullish flag. You wait on a breakout of this upper trend line and then a retest. So we will watch that on the 15-minute chart. Wait for price to move away, and let's see if I can find a pattern that I want to draw here. I'm going to delete this fib just so it won't be extra lines. All right, this right here, we want to see something like this. I can remember where my bars pattern is. Here we go. All right, so we got this break. We want to see price move away and come back. I can't move this point. Price can either come back and retest this support here, or it can come back in. This isn't pulling as far as I want it to. So I'm gonna find a different pattern, but price can come back and retest this trend line right here. So let's see. This one. Okay. Still giving the same. mm, I want one with a good retest on it. All right, so this is a nice break. We got 1 minute left on this candle and 1 minute 51 seconds, and then we'll have New York market open. I'm still looking for another break and retest bars pattern. I need a deeper like retest, maybe like something that looks like a double bottom, probably. Okay, possibly like this. Let's see. Gonna drag it, drag it, drag it. Alrighty. Hey, that's, guess this is what it's gonna be. Okay, so I'm gonna move this for a second. Move that over there. I'm gonna go back to the hourly. I'm gonna get a screenshot of this before where price is right now. And I am going to put that in my chart gallery, which is another thing that I am trying to be consistent with. So this played out right here where price came down to fill that imbalance. That's what I was looking for right there. Happened beautifully. Alrighty. And now we have that before there. I'm gonna put a bars pattern, put that bars pattern on it. Now this bars pattern might be too little. Okay, here, this breakout, here. All right, so I'm gonna put a screenshot of this in my chart gallery because this is what we want to see as far as the move next. So, and then I delete this because I don't like how it looks. All right, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it running on here. Let me actually put my TPs on here because there is a possibility that we could run to the -618, especially since we pulled back to the 786. But the way that I trade, once price reaches TP1, which is this 0, but since we have this resistance area here, I'm going to be cautious when it comes to here. So I'm going to take 50% off the table and move my stop loss to entry. If we get TP2 at the negative 27, I'll take another 25% and leave the last 25% running to see if it's going to hit the 618 or this trend line right here. All right, so I'm going to be looking for a second entry on the 15-minute, just waiting for price to break away a little bit more and then pull back and retest this trend line, and then I'll be getting in for a second position, and stop loss will be at this low right here. So if we get a good retest at that trend line, it'd be a 97 pip stop loss, or I believe it was 150 pip TP for TP1, 171 pips for TP1. Overall, good 300 pip trade and a good 3-to-1. So it's a 9:30 and a New York has opened. I love to see this bullish movement. And I am up 37 pips. We gonna let this trade play out. I'll be back probably every hour until I get another entry. When I do get another entry, I'll put a line where I entered in at or price and label it. All right, so I'm gonna delete this fib off of here just because it's a lot going on in the background. And I'm gonna put a text box right here. All right, and I'm gonna leave the instructions up here for whoever comes to my channel so that they can wait for break and retest of this trend line. I'm gonna leave this running 30 minutes and I'm off of here. So when I get my second entry, I'll come back and unmute, let y'all know that I'm putting my second entry in, and we're gonna leave this running until 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, market close. All right, so that just looked like some market open volatility. Oh, I did say I wanted to see what was gonna happen. 45 to see if that PMI, was it PMI? Yes, PMI affects GJ even though it's USD news. I love a good breakout. I'm up 50 pips when I could have been up like probably 200 already by now. Kicking myself. Freaking 132 pips. It's all right because we're going to get better every day. This is what this 90-day challenge is about, getting better every day. And also saving this challenge account that I was up, I had to make $2,500. I was up $1,700, and last week just went crazy. I ended up being down, and now I'm only up $248. Crazy. So I'm basically starting all over and close to the is it max drawdown. So I had to lower my lot sizes so that I can save this account because I refuse to lose it. I refuse. So we're just gonna take a step back, be more patient and consistent. This is day 2 of the 90-day challenge of trading GJ and looking for entry during New York session, but might just have to try our hardest to get back to London session because as we can see that 3 o'clock was the best entry. Right, so I am up 57 pips. And about 7 minutes till USD PMI news. I'm trying to log into my challenge account. I can exactly daily parameter. All right, so my daily loss limit today is $0. Profit target, of course, is 2,500. Up, and my loss limit $15.06, and my max loss limit $1,847.71. So the more money I make back, the more that go down. And so technically, I only have 300 cents that I could lose before losing this account. So I was doing, and that was another thing, my lot sizes was off. I was just completely inconsistent. So I started off doing $3 lot sizes, then I would do a $5 lot size, and then a one lot, $10. So right now I'm back down to lot size until I make back at least $500. When I make back at least that 500, then I'll take it back up to $3. I'm debating. I'm debating. So right now I'm gonna stick to $1. I'm pretty sure today's Tuesday. Even if I don't get full TP on this trade, I mean TP1 is 200 pips. So I could make $200 at minimum this week, but I'm pretty sure I can make 500. And slowly gonna crawl myself whole. And hopefully within 2 weeks I can say that I my first funded challenge, second one. 54 pips in profit, and we are 3 minutes away from USD PMI news. And we just want to see if it is going to affect the GBP JPY market. Just to see, just for information purposes. All right, and I wanted to go back and label this pattern. Ooh, look at that bullish move. 16 minutes left, and this is a breakout, people. That's beautiful. This candle is how many pips? Yeah, move. There's the wick to the top of that. 63.7, almost 64 pips on one candle. Honey. So right now I am definitely perfecting learning patterns. Before I was not a patterns person, but obviously they do play out. So I'm gonna label this flag pattern just so I can recognize it on the chart next time. And see, right. Oh no, I like. All right, it's 9:45. Oh, look at that. Yep. PMI affects GJ. Most definitely. That just dropped like what, 20 pips? Crazy, crazy, crazy. But one thing we don't worry about, um, with the news, it just moves your trade in the right direction if your technicals is correct. And I am believing that my technicals are correct. So let's see. Let's go look at the 15-minute. All right, so this is our break and retest here. This is our break and retest, people. So glad we stayed. Glad we stayed. Let's get this other entry. And 161924. My second entry. So we're gonna delete this because that's that. That is that. I love it. I love to see it. So 161. I love news. Oh my god. Can't nobody tell me I don't love news. I'm gonna mark this ordinance 161. baby, it's the news for me. It's the news for me. Always. Now, let's see. How did it affect? So you see, look at this. It affected GU a lot. I won't say worse. Like, shall we say better for lack of words? Okay, so this was 39 pips, and it's just getting price to move in its direction. Versus, what did we have on GJ? Well, I guess it 46 pips. Can't really say better, but it did what it gave what it was supposed to give. News be given. It gave us that break and retest instantly, which I thought I was gonna have to come back a couple hours from now to get it. And this is what I say when this is what they mean when your technicals is on point. You don't worry about the news. It's just gonna push your trade in the right direction. So with GBP, golly, oh. So what happened? Okay, USD PMI. First of all, this is what I should have been looking up because I'm not really sure what PMI is. But these numbers were negative. Man, I'm gonna stick consistent and not trade just news because Lord knows I be trading some news. So with these numbers being red, it definitely means that the dollar is falling and GBP is gonna buy, which is what's happening. So yuppity yup. PMI, what is PMI? Why can't I remember? Purchasing Purchasing Managers Index. The Purchasing Managers Index assesses the business condition of the manufacturers and service sectors of a country. As an index of prevailing direction of economic trends in the manufacturing and serving sectors. It consists of a diffusion index that summarizes whether market conditions as viewed by purchasing managers are expanding, staying the same, or contracting. So, what did they say today? That was bars. I don't care what nobody say. I want to see a news article. I never heard of earnforex.com. This might be a website that I have to save. All right, so there's still time to enter into this GJ buy. Put your stop loss at this last low here. And that is currently about 100 pip stop loss. All right, so news. I want to see what the article said. Yikes, the US composite PMI just fell to 45. That is near recession levels. They keep saying we ain't in a recession, but everything is pointing to a recession. Make it make sense. Y'all get y'all president and his whole cabinet, okay? The services PMI is down to 44.1, where an increase to 49.8 is expected, which this is Like, trading news is the easiest thing. If I was not doing this challenge, we would have gotten in on GU buy. So what he was saying is this number right here, 49.8, was expected, and we only got 44.1, which is a negative number. So that means that the dollar will sell, which is exactly what it did. It dropped, and GU bought like stupid easy pips. 74 pips. What do we have here? How is my hourly candle ending? With a bunch of rejection and still underneath this trend line. I still got 6 minutes. So a lot can happen in these next 6 minutes. And I'm gonna need for a bullish move to happen in these next 6 minutes. Right now I am 20 up 27 pips on my first entry and down 6 pips on the second. Alrighty, and I think that is all I have for today. So we're gonna leave this running, and we're gonna watch this pattern play out. I'm actually gonna leave this running on the 1 hour just because I like how this looks. Still smacking myself that my entry was not here, but we have to give ourselves. So in this 90-day challenge, I am going to make room to give myself grace, but also learn from my mistakes. So day two. Join me back tomorrow for day 3. I will not be doing an Asia session live just because I'm trying to stay consistent with only doing entries during a New York session, possibly London session coming up soon, coming back. So follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Sierra SIERRA underscore trades TRADES underscore to stay up to date with my positions and when I'm going live on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way YouTube can notify you when I am going to go live and you won't miss a session. All right, so I'm going to mute my computer, and until next time, happy trading. because I stepped away and I look at the chart and I see this big candle. 81 freaking pips going on. But then breaking recess situation. Been a better entry right there. I tell you, I hate drawdown. I hate draw. I was looking like, hold up, hold up, wait a minute. Looks like we're good. Hmm. To sure. Pip. Which